Good afternoon, YouTubers out there. Today I want to send you guys a special message inspired by the book of John in verse 21, verses 5 through 6. And it reads, I'm just going to jump right into the message. It reads, he called out to them meaning Simon Peter and two of his other disciples. He said, friends, haven't you any fish? In other words, do you guys have any fish? As those guys were out there fishing on their boats. And they answered, no. He said, throw your net on the right side of the boat and you will find some. When they did, they were unable to haul in the nets because of the large number of fish that they caught. I'd like to speak for you guys for a moment, using as a subject the new norm. The new norm. And as I look at those scriptures and just the obedience of those disciples, one had to understand, first and foremost, Jesus was a carpenter by trade. So his specialty was working with his hands with wood and brick and things of that nature. He wasn't a fisherman. Here it is that these individuals that he's talking to, those individuals were fishermen, which that was their livelihood. They knew everything there was to know about fishing. He cast nets, they reeled in. They did what they needed to do to feed their family. That was their way of life, to fish. And here it is, a man that from all considered purposes knew nothing about fishing. But it is, he asked him, have y'all had any fish? Do y'all had any luck? Y'all been out here all night. You guys are professional fishermen. Have y'all caught anything? And they said, no, we ain't got anything. In other words, Jesus saying, everything that y'all have tried, you guys have put in y'all trade, y'all done put in y'all skills, y'all put in y'all professional touch, everything that y'all know how to do, yet and still, y'all don't even have a catch. But here it is, a guy who knew nothing about fishing, nothing, gave them advice. And what I like to understand and see here is that they took his advice. They didn't say, well, man, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to fish. We know what we're doing. Even though we've been out here all night, we got it. He said, throw your net on the right side. And watch this, when they obeyed, they didn't even have room enough to receive the catch in which they got. I mean, their nets in their boat overflow with fish. So it got me to thinking, the new norm. What was our norm beforehand? Before the Corona-19, before the COVID, what was our norm? Our norm was getting up every morning, however hours of the morning you got up, coming back home, coming from work, going to work, getting the kids off to school, making dinner, watching your TV shows, going to the grocery store, going to the mall, hanging out with your friends, going to the club, whatever your norm was. Whatever normalcy you used to have, you don't have it anymore. And God's asking us to tell us there's a new norm. Y'all been on the left so long, it's time to get right. Just like he told his disciples, cast your nets on the right side. In other words, do something different, because you've tried everything that you're used to. You tried the lifestyle that you're used to. You tried hanging out with people. You've tried Buddha. You've tried Muhammad. You've tried all these different things. But just as the word says, taste and see that I'm not good. Try me. In other words, the new norm that God is asking us to do is change your lifestyle. Stop giving me 20 seconds of your 24-hour day. Stop giving me the leftovers. For I am the bread of life. I breathed life into you. I gave you life. And how is it that you giving me the leftovers? You giving me chump change. If the God that we serve is giving us everything, the sun, the moon, the stars, the water, the animals, the fish, the bread, all of these things, why is it that somebody that was so graceful to us we give him change. We give him the leftovers. We give him the scraps. How is it that we do that? We got to change what's normal to us and get back to what he asked us to do. Just as those disciples did, they understood that it was time to stop leaning on our own understanding. Stop leaning on our profession. Stop leaning on our lifestyle. Stop leaning on the things that we consider to be right. And do what the Lord asks us to do. So as this new time when we're coming back, when COVID clears itself and we're out able to do the things that we've done before, what's going to be your new norm? Is your new norm going to be the same thing you used to do? I hated the title growing up when the commercial would come on and say the new and improved. That is an oxymoron if I can't believe it myself. How can something be new and improved? It's either new or it's not. So the new norm that God's asking you to do, when this thing lifts, are you going to continue to give him praise? Are you going to continue to pray for others? Are you going to continue to help thy neighbor? Are you going to continue to consider the environment in which we live in? Are you going to consider still washing your hands? Because before now, I never seen folk wash their hands as much as they do now. Toilet papers off the shelf. What was people using before? All of a sudden now we need toilet papers more than we ever had. All of a sudden now we need hand sanitizer more than we ever had. Before, what's the new norm? Because before, if somebody sneezed in the grocery store, one would yell out, "God bless you." If someone sneezed right now, you would probably want to kill them. What happened to the grace and mercy? We got to continue to understand that the new normal for us has to be what God's been asking us to do in the first place. Be kind, love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Now, if you don't love yourself, go seek some counseling. We here for you. Somebody can help you out. But God's asking for us to go back to him, come back to him. The new normal. Those disciples listened and they were blessed. They didn't have room enough in the boat to even receive the blessing that he gave them. And I'm not promising you financial stability, and I'm not promising all these things, but I am promising you what God said. He will give you rest. And for some of y'all, financial blessings may come. If some of y'all, it may just be blessings on you. Stop thinking and worry about your children and your kids and all the things that's coming around that. It may be that. But just try him and see that he's not good. I hope that you receive this message. I hope that it manifests in your life. And I'm not this Uber, I'm not TD Jakes. I'm not Michael Todd. I'm not Jamal Bryant. I'm not a host of other people. I'm not Joel Osteen. I'm just a guy out here just trying to help individuals the best way I can by using the word of God and spreading it. I pray that this message touched you, and I ask you, once this lifts, what's your new norm? God bless you. Enjoy yourself. Be safe when you're around other people. Wear the mask, as the president so put it. Stay your 6 feet distance. Stop the spread of corona. Stop spreading gossip. Continue to spread gospel and spread the good news. I love you. See you next time. The new norm.